Okay, we're recording the Unit 7 Lesson 8 practice problems. So we're looking at number 1. At the book sale, all books cost less than $5. What is the most expensive a book could be? So that would be $4.99. B. Write an inequality to represent the cost of the books at the sale. So if P is the price is less than 5. Draw a number line to represent the inequality. So that's going to be your number line here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to be an open circle at 5 because it does not include 5. And our arrow going to the left. So that means less than 5. Problem 2. Kieran started his homework before 7 and finished his homework after 8. Let H represent the number of hours Kieran worked on his homework. Decide if each statement is definitely true, definitely not true, or possibly true. Explain your reasoning. So if he worked before 7 and after 8, he did greater than 1 hour. That is definitely true. So I'm going to write DT. The hours worked were greater than 2 hours. Well, we don't really know, but it's possibly true. Were the hours worked less than 1 hour? Definitely false. Because we know he worked at least 1 hour because he worked more than an hour. And D, the hours worked were less than 2 hours. This could possibly be true too. All right, number 3, consider a rectangular prism with a length of 4 and width and height D. Find an expression for the volume of the prism in terms of D. So it's going to be 4 times D, which is 4D squared. And compute the volume of the prism when D is 1, when D is 2, and when D is 1/2. So if you're doing 4 times 1 times 1, so in the first case, if D is equal to 1, the volume is equal to 4. When D is equal to 2, be 4 times 2, which is 8, times 2, which is 16, so the volume would be 16. And if D is 1/2, then the volume D 4 times 1/2 is 2, and 2 times 1/2 is 1. So the volume is going to equal 1. All right, number 4, match the mathematical statements with the statements written in English. All of these statements are true. The number is 15. Negative 15 is further away from 0 than the number negative 12 on the number line. So that is going to be, the other 12 is greater than 15, negative 15. So that's going to be this one. So that's this, number 3. B, negative 15 is less than negative 12. And that's what I just said. So that one is this one. B is 5. All right, C, the absolute value of negative 15 is greater than the absolute value of negative 12. That's going to be C is equal to 1. D, the absolute value of 12 is equal to 12. So that's going to be this one. D is equal to 2. E, 12 is greater than negative 12. So that's 6. And the absolute value of 12 is equal to the absolute value of negative 12. That's going to be this one, negative 4. The numbers 12 and negative 12 are the same distance, so that makes them equal. All right, number 5. Here are 5 sums. Use the distributive property to write each sum as a product with 2 factors. 2a plus 7a. So you could, a is equal to 9a, or you could say 2 plus 7 times a. So that's a different one. For b, 5z equals 10, 5z minus 10. So you could pull out the 5. So b is 5 times z minus 2. That would be 5z minus 10. For c, you could pull out the c. And that would be times 1 minus 2c. So that would be c times 1 would be c. And c times 2c would be 2c squared. For d, you have r plus r plus r plus r, which is 4r, 4 times r, or you could say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, so 4 ones. And then have it times r, which would be r plus r plus r plus r. And then e, so 2x minus 1/2. So I could say 2 times x minus 1/4. So 2 times x would be 2x, and 2 times 1/4 would be 1/2. Or you could do to pull the 1/2 out and make that times 4x. So half of 4x would be 2x minus 1. Half of 1 is 1/2. Okay, that's the practice problems for lesson 8.